Today in Literature with Prabhat, we are going to discuss the themes and the characters in Amitabh Ghosh's novel, The Shadowlands. The first important theme of the novel is nation/nationalism. The title of the novel itself suggests that the lines between countries are shadow and arbitrary. Thamma believes that there will be a physical boundary between India and Bangladesh, or at least a fence, which she will be able to see from her plane. This is a story of a family which got divided during the partition of Bengal. First, it became East Pakistan, and after the war of 1971, it became Bangladesh. Thamma believed that the place where her childhood home was is now an enemy territory. She always rooted for India against her childhood home because of her strong belief in the idea of nationalism. When Thamma goes to Dhaka to bring back her uncle Jethamosai, he rejects the ideas of nationhood completely. He says that, "I understand very well," the old man muttered. "I know everything. I understand everything. Once you start moving, you never stop. That's what I told my sons when they took the trains. I said, I don't believe in this India Shindia. It's all very well. You're going away now. But suppose when you get there, they decide to draw another line somewhere. What will you do then? Where will you move to? No one will have you anywhere. As for me, I was born here and I'll die here." He indicates towards the baselessness of the European notion of nationhood in favor of the Hamletian concept of place of birth as home, regardless of any political changes in the boundaries. The second important topic is religious conflict or violence. There is violence in Calcutta and Dhaka both at the same time. Thamma believes that her uncle is in danger because the Muslim mob will kill him. According to her, she is concerned about him living with a Muslim rickshaw puller. But for him, it is a baseless thought. He is still living in an era where religious violence has no place. But in the end, we can see that he becomes a victim of the same fanatic religious violence. Although he believed that it is the place of birth which connects people, the fear of Thamma comes true. The next important theme of the novel is imagination versus reality. It is Tridib's capacity to create imaginative stories about places that he never visited, which makes the narrator wanting to become his shadow even after his death. Tridib had the capacity to invent, yet not fabricate, the descriptions of the places that he visited. On the other hand, Ila only remembers about the airports she went to while traveling the world. This makes Tridib a cosmopolitan world citizen who has the ability to transcend boundaries. The third important theme of the novel is memory. The unnamed narrator could retell the story of his childhood using his memory. He tells his friends to find out if there is any article related to the riots that happened during his childhood in which many people were killed. But the whole incident was neglected by the national media and was forgotten by the collective memory of the country. On the other hand, Thamma also recreates the chunks of her childhood when she is going back to her ancestral home and looks at the shops where she had visited during her childhood. Ghosh gives more importance to the retelling of the history using memory much more than the essentialization of the symbolic notion of national history. The fourth important theme of the novel is history/subalternity. What the narrator and other characters are doing is to recreate a subaltern history of a nation which is fighting against the grand narrative of the official history. The incidents that took part in Calcutta or Dhaka are extremely important in the lives of the narrator and his family. But when we look at the official history, there is no account of such incidents. In the end, what the narrator is doing is to retell the incidents that happen in his life and to fill in the gaps in the official national history. He is breaking the silences by doing a personal reconstruction of the history by using his memory. Now let us discuss some important characters of the novel. The first one is Tridib, who is the protagonist of the novel according to the narrator. Tridib used to tell stories to the narrator as well as many people who used to listen to his stories in the adda that he visited with so much precision that everyone believed him. It is the same precision that Tridib wants the narrator to follow. He lived in Calcutta and was doing a PhD in archaeology on the Sena dynasty of Bengal against the wishes of his mother Mayadevi and Thamma. It is his interest in archaeology that made his stories much more believable. Tridib loved May and could have married her if he was not killed in the riots in Dhaka. The narrator was so much in love with Tridib that his family didn't want him to see his body. He was not told about the real reason behind his death. And later he was told that Tridib died in an accident. Thamma was the head of the family to which the unnamed narrator belongs to. She was a school teacher, which she had to become because of the death of her husband, and she retired as the principal of the same school. She was a simple middle class woman who didn't indulge in the kind of imagination that Tridib indulged in. She strongly believed in the idea of nationalism, even if it meant that she has to hate the country she was born in. She becomes the central figure of the novel when she decides to go to Dhaka to save her Jethamoshay. Her idea of nationalism made her believe that he will be safer in a Hindu nation of India rather than a Muslim nation of Bangladesh. The third important character of the novel is the unnamed narrator himself. Ghosh didn't give any name to the narrator because he wants him to be like an omnipotent narrator who doesn't have any baggage of the name. We can see from the beginning of the novel itself that he is influenced heavily by Tridib. And we can see his influence in him retelling the story of Dhaka by just using the memories of his grandmother. He doesn't hide the fact that he is infatuated towards his long distance cousin Ila. We can see that he is heavily disturbed when he hears the news of Tridib's killing, and he tries to recollect the story of his death by combining the dreams of Ruby and what May tells him about the regret that she has when she was not able to save his life. In the end, we see that he has a physical relationship with May because he wants to become Tridib in the end and not only his shadow. The fourth important character in the novel is that of Ila. She is an independent woman working in London not because of any financial problem, because of the freedoms that she wants from the patriarchal life that she was leading in India. She always has fights with her uncle Ruby because of the kind of life that she wants to live. Although the narrator loves her, but she is in love with Nick, who is May's brother, although Nick is not always honest with her. She creates stories and later she herself dismisses those stories as fiction. Let us answer some questions related to the novel The Shadow Lines. The Shadow Lines is a micro-narrative, national narrative, or both. Which aspect of Tridib influenced the unnamed narrator the most? Him being a scholar, him being a dreamer, his imagination, or none of these? Why did Thamma wanted to bring Jethamoshay back? To take care of him, for her memories, to save him from the Muslim mob, or all of these? In the end, who replaces Tridib in his memories? May, Robi, the unnamed narrator, or Thamma? Why is Tridib different from Ila? He is more imaginative, he is a family man, he has traveled a lot, or none of these? Thank you for watching the video. If you want to watch more videos, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, please press the like button. Thank you.